Good day, beautiful people, and welcome. My name is Alexia. I'm doing a reading today on the Sedition Caucus, and earlier last year, I read that this summer, when the sun goes into Leo, there is going to be some huge action against the Sedition Caucus, specifically Matt Gaetz and Devin Nunes. And so we can see here that this card is the thinking man, and these are like educated men who've been to Yale. They have degrees, and they're probably attorneys. And this is the number 10, and I asked the cards what's happening in July. And on July 10th, they're getting a warning. This is the storm warning. So what I'm saying is that on July 10th, they're going to receive a warning. And I asked the cards in August what's going to happen, and they're going to be hit very hard on their power and their power structure on the 12th of August. All right, so let's take a look at the Sedition Caucus. The first, these are upside down. This is the Three of Spears, which is a meeting. This is a contract actually in writing with three groups of people. They have evidence, tons and tons and tons of evidence against Matt Gaetz. We're talking about Joel Greenberg here. The neophyte is the 11 of moons, and he's a scholar, okay? And so he's working in conjunction with the King of Swords, who is a person, either a man or a woman, like an attorney general, who is in the position of power to issue indictments. The neophyte is a beginner, somebody who's very small, kind of like, who's a learner and who's trying to, climb up the ropes. This doesn't necessarily mean that they're educated. It just means that they're a novice. And they're probably in the House of Representatives. That looks like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Once again, we have the 3, and the 3 of moons is a heralding. It's actually a set of paperworks being served against 3 people who are not actually holding government positions. So these are 3 citizens, and they're going to be on the defense. They're going to get hit, and they're going to be on the defense. So there's going to be three people who are going to be hit really hard, and that's going to be the news, because the 3 of moons is actually the herald who's sending us the message. The lady, number 13 of suns. This is a very unusual card because it's not in the other decks. This is someone who's pregnant. So this is talking about pregnant women and the decision at the Supreme Court and SCOTUS. What it's saying is that because this contract, this is most likely a contract between the 3 branches of the United States government, the Supreme Court, the Congress, and the former administration, who worked together in conjunction to commit the acts of sedition. And they are also in control of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. And we can see that there's going to be a 4 of Pentacles. This is holding. So what this is saying is that these powers are holding the position that they're overturning Roe v. Wade because this affects all the pregnancies. Okay, so there's going to be a lot going on still with the rulings between July 10th and August 12th. Regarding the Sedition Caucus, somebody is going to be, how shall we say, talking a whole lot. Like the amount of evidence is very, very strong against the Sedition Caucus. And this is also the office of the presidency of President number 46. And the Knight of Swords is literally an army of justice coming to clean up, clean up their act. This is a no, along with the Hermit. So this is saying the investigations are stopping, okay? This is an investigation that's going to be ended. And so let's see, who is this investigation being completed against? Oh, they've got the text messages on someone who's in a deep amount of trouble, and they are part of the corporate structure. So that looks like connections to like the Bahamas and Joel Greenberg and Matt Gaetz, who are going to be basically, their investigation is going to be stopped for some reason. Okay. Now, this is a 4 of Spears, which is very good because this is someone who's acting on behalf of the people to help the people out, because this incredible burden of the insurrection is very much, it's a big, big deal for the United States of America. The false king, or the ruler who was previously holding office, is basically being disempowered because the loopholes, these are loopholes that Donald Trump has been jumping through, getting help from his congressional co-conspirators. And as we can see, these loopholes that he's been jumping through are being closed. The final outcome is the 2 of Moons, which corresponds to the 2 of Cups. This is a marriage, someone who's in a romantic relationship. So this is a couple. This is like Mitch McConnell and Elaine Chao, and they are going to be betrayed. Oh, wow. I got last year that Mitch McConnell is resigning before the end of his term. Now, how I read these out to just literally say what the cards are saying is like this. The 3 branches of government who've been participating in planning the insurrection, the members of Congress, the Supreme Court, and the former office of the president, who could still have Secret Service and informants at the DNI and the DOJ operating on their behalf, are ripe. Okay, they're ripe because the hatred and the cry of the people over the overturning of Roe versus Wade is an affront against the people. And thus, the justice and the authority who is in charge of the Constitution, and the scholars have strongly disempowered Donald Trump. There will be 3 people who we will hear about who are going to be receiving indictments. The investigations against them have ended, and now they're going after Mitch McConnell and Elaine Chao. So that's what's up, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful day. Namaste and love to all.